Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. It's my honour to stand as the Member of Parliament for Cheltenham, the beautiful town of Cheltenham. And it's a pleasure to follow the honourable gentleman for Alloa and Grangemouth. I heartily commend what he said about Alan Hansen, who I watched on television as a young football fan on many occasions. Mr. Speaker, since last summer, when my wife returned to work after maternity leave, I've been enjoying the unusual combined roles of wannabe Member of Parliament and stay-at-home dad. They tell me it's a job requiring endless patience, a great deal of tolerance, the ability to understand almost inhuman forms of communication, and boundless enthusiasm for clearing up a never-ending supply of mess. And I hear a toddler can be tough too. I want to start by giving thanks to some of the people who have made the last year so joyful for me. Baby Bounce and Rhyme in Cheltenham Library, in particular Heather, who leads the singing. Thanks to Andrea and Mary at Highbury Church Playgroup, and Sophie at Little Notes. My experiences over the past year have reinforced my views about the challenges I already knew so many parents face, and there are many new parents who I've met in the corridors in the last couple of weeks. Now, I will always speak up in this place for children, and that includes my own offspring. So, Elodie, if you're at home watching me droning on, please tell Granny to put the Wiggles on instead. I offer my sincere thanks to the former Justice Secretary Alex Chalk, the first Member of Parliament for Cheltenham to serve in Cabinet. Now, members on the Conservative benches should note his wise words on the prison population. Follow the evidence, not the dogma. But perhaps such praise for my predecessor is best communicated through the words of one member of House staff, who, upon being introduced to me as Alex's replacement, responded with a line that really hit home and will last with me forever. "Oh, that's a shame. He was nice." Luckily, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I'm not easily offended, and I will try to be nice too. I will also thank two of my political mentors, Martin Horwood and Nigel Jones. They're both past MPs for Cheltenham, and they made an indelible impact on me and on our town. My predecessors knew what I know. Cheltenham is full of big-hearted people whose community spirit and love of hospitality, the arts and culture make it a special place to be. We have so many festivals: literature, horse racing, poetry, music, jazz, food, cricket, science. I could go on. We are known as the festival town. We live in a food and drink paradise. We have excellent pubs, bars, cafes, restaurants, Daya Brewery, Dunkerton Cider. We're the home of Holst. We're the home of Superdry. And we're the home of the polar explorer Edward Wilson. But there's more. Local historians record that Cheltenham was the site of the first parachute descent. In 1838, John Hampton jumped out of a hot air balloon 9,000 feet above the town and glided to earth under an umbrella-like contraption. Now, at this point, I know my honourable friend for Kingston and Surbiton might be getting too excited, so I'll leave it there. But suffice to say, the rich cultural tapestry, interwoven with generously proportioned parks and gardens, and is surrounded by beautiful Regency architecture and rolling hills. Cheltenham truly is a feast for all the senses. And our schools are first-rate too. Education is at the heart of our town's values. It's on the town crest. I'm so proud to have been elected for the town I love at the second attempt. Now, that second-time success follows a trend in my relationship with Cheltenham. First impressions, Mr. Deputy Speaker, are clearly not my thing, and they could have led to a very different path in my life. In fact, my first job interview in Cheltenham many years ago, when I had a full head of hair, was so bad I was not only not offered the job, but when the boss called back weeks later, having apparently been turned down by all the other candidates, the starting salary had suffered a rapid cut of around 10%. Now, members will know that that's a spending power reduction that even the former member for South West Norfolk would struggle to match in her most strident moments. I took the job anyway, of course, because you don't turn down the chance to move to Cheltenham. Now, I'm proud to have already kept my first promise as a Member of Parliament. I've joined the Robbins Trust, who support Cheltenham Town FC. They remain a division ahead of Forest Green Rovers, despite being relegated last season, with my apologies to the member for Stroud. Now, I've led campaigns already to invest in affordable housing in Cheltenham, to fight climate change, to support food banks, because we have them. It is a disgrace that a town as wealthy as Cheltenham has more than 700 people using food banks regularly. And we have a unique scheme in Cheltenham where our food bank users also get free access to the leisure centre. I would recommend that all members try to roll that out in their area. But if there's one priority I will pursue relentlessly, it will be undoing the harm caused to our local health services these past few years. Alongside the word education, our town crest also features the word health. I will defend our local hospital and I will campaign on primary care too. Mr. Speaker, one matter of vital importance linking this place in Cheltenham is GCHQ. Their work is secret. They never ask for our thanks, but thousands of them in Cheltenham work hard for us every single day. And if I may veer dangerously close for a maiden speech to policy, I was pleased to see the Cybersecurity and Resilience Bill will be coming before Parliament. Now, this is a huge opportunity to update the UK's cyber laws by reforming the Computer Misuse Act, and that will help better defend our cyber defenders who work so hard for us in Cheltenham. Now, it was with those issues and more in mind that when I was accosted at Paddington Station the night before my first day here, I was lost in thought and a tourist approached me. He said, "Excuse me, sir, how do you get to Westminster?" I was, of course, delighted to be recognised by a member of the public so early in my political career. So I decided to give him the full benefit of my political story. After about 15 minutes, I'd been through all of my best campaigns, my door-knocking technique, the best leaflets I've ever delivered, and I was just telling him about doing aqua aerobics with our leader, Ed Davey, in our iconic Sanford Park Slido. Sadly, I got it wrong. He interjected, "Sorry, friend, I just wanted to know which tube line to take." Now, that is a cautionary tale for all new members. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're here for our constituency first and foremost. And for me, it will be Cheltenham first, every time. Thank you.